Chat, before we get into it, I'm going to play a quick Nen Garden ad here for you and run some advertisements before we really get into the stream. So then the VOD watchers, get the advertisement. And then also you guys can just chill out as I finish setting up. So I'll be right there, chat, after the Nen Garden ad. It's like 45 seconds or so, 30 to 45 seconds. We'll start out the stream. Hope everybody's having a good day, and please make sure to let me know in the live chat, whether that's on Twitch or YouTube, hello, if you want me to say hello to you on this lovely Tuesday. Anyways, chat, I'll be there in a sec. This video is brought to you by Nen Garden. Look, I've been talking about the new King of Hearts and Cotton Candy playmats for a while now, and pre-orders are still available, releasing later this month. They're also running a special deal. You can buy any playmat. It could be one of these, it could be any of these, and you can get the Yokai playmat for just $15, a huge discount. But I'm also a huge fan of Nen Garden's designs outside of playmats, like this t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, as well as a variety of other products if you don't want to get a playmat, like stickers, pins, desk mats. Make sure to click the link in the description below and use my code at checkout, Atrocious. It helps the channel a ton, and it helps support one of my favorite people in the community. Thank you, Nen Garden, for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the video. Hello, chatteroonies. Ohayo gozaimasu. How are you guys? Hope everybody's having a good day. Reborn, what's good? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you guys for coming in here. So, today, chat, primarily, we're going to be rocking in with Zoro Sanji. I'm going to rock the PRB02 ranked because PRB02 releases later this week. The next tournaments I play in are going to be in PRB02, so might as well get some rocking. This is what I've thought. I haven't tried to change too much from the Zoro Sanji list. We'll take a look at some on One Piece top decks, but I just changed out the Sabo for 2 Zoros. I feel like Zoro's just a good fit. I just don't know exactly the ratios. I don't know if you take out this one, maybe put in the Sabos in the slot or something like that. But also, chat, before we really get going, Eggman ended up putting the tournaments from this past weekend on his website. So all of those, advertisements. All 6 of the regionals that happened this past weekend are up on the website. So we're going to check those out as well on there. Yo, what up, Starry Night? How are you, friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. Also, some follows since we were last streaming. Blooper, Monkey, and What. Thank you so much for following over on Twitch if you see in the VOD. I don't want to go like too far deep into these, right? Because it is OP12, but there's some cool stuff in these regionals that did happen. Like there were some Bello Bettys that topped in there. You got like Eustace Captain Kidd, some Calgaras made some over the weekend. And then this regional specifically, Koala in here and Luffy in the Brisbane regionals. They didn't even have a stream, so I don't know what any of these decks look like. This top 8 is, top 16, I'm sorry, is awesome right here. A lot of good diversity in this one, even though the top 3 was dominated by blue-purple Luffy. So I'm going to look at the blue-purple Luffy list real quick. I'm not going to look at this too much, just kind of see like what they're rocking with in here. See a Hell's Judgment in that 4 Mihawks. I saw a lot of people playing 4 Mihawks over the weekend, and not too many people playing more than one of this Luffy. 2K Chopper is something that a lot of people don't necessarily run. The Koala, though, let's see what this Koala list is like. Because Koala is definitely a deck that has been pretty much severely underwhelming in the OP12 format. Let me zoom in on this one more time. Zoom in. Yeah, we'll scroll down to about right there. You guys can probably see all of that on this. Yo, Mike, what's going on? Hope you're having a nice Tuesday as well. Thanks for coming in. So the Koala, looking at this is an interesting one. The Koala, we've got the Robins, right, which are pretty much guaranteed. You've got the Searcher right here. Interestingly enough, the Kumas are also in here. 3 Black Vortex. I kind of been talking about, and if you had been looking around the meta a lot of just black decks in general just running Black Vortex because it's so good into Green Zoro. But honestly, a good amount of one-ofs in this deck, surprisingly. Like, you got a one-of the Morley, you got one-of Karasu, one-of Sabo, and Katakuri. Very interesting, in my opinion. I do not know what the controversy is from the Treasure Cup in Mexico. I saw some of the results from the Treasure Cup in Mexico, but I don't know any like controversies or anything like that. I usually don't look at controversies. You got 2 2s of the Bello Betty and Karasu. This Bello Betty's really cool. I mean, was in Rob Lucci for a little bit. Really liked to see this card in Rob Lucci, and I guess makes sense, right? As a Rev Army target, you can find it off of the Koala, right? So good for the search. And also, doesn't it work with Dragon? Doesn't Dragon put back, Rev Army type cards? So this works out perfectly. And then also just Karasu, right? You get that trigger, you can play it on the field, 3-drop blocker. He probably just doesn't have the Zagreb Regionals Guardy. So Eggman puts on his website what the organizers give him. And so if I had to take a guess, he probably just literally doesn't have it because they haven't given it to him. I mean, you can get some stuff like the second place Zoro Sanji list. Obviously, we have that. It was posted online, but he likes getting the complete information to post on the website, or at least like a leader breakdown before he starts putting in the random list. He might have some of the lists on like the what is it? I can't remember exactly what it's called, the deck list table. This is where he usually puts like the more random ones in here that he finds online, but he may be in the works of getting it. I don't know. A guy was playing Bello Betty, then he switched to Koala when he got in Top Cut. That's crazy and highly illegal. You definitely cannot do that. That's crazy. Yeah, so if he ever gets it, he'll definitely put it on. But I don't know. I mean, I know that Hervoy was working on some stuff with it, and I know in the VOD as well from that championship, they took out like some of Top Cut. Or it just wasn't there. I tried looking and rewatching like the finals match, and I didn't see it at first. So I don't know if they're gonna do any sort of content with it or anything like that, because it's up to the organizers to distribute that information if they want to. I think it was the official One Piece page. I think they did post about it because I think I remember. One Piece TCG, I think, is usually what I have to look. I think I saw them tweet about it. This is the Zoro Sanji. Yeah. So they did post about at least these 3 lists, the top 4 lists, right? Rob Lucci, Zoro Sanji, the Rayleigh, and then the GP. Oh, really? They just cut it off in the finals? I didn't even know. I didn't get to watch the finals. I had somewhere to go, so like I wanted to watch it back to see. But that's a shame that it ended like that. Yo, what up, Holler? How are you, friend? Welcome on in. Hope you're having a good day. But yeah, I'd be looking forward if I owned 4 Kumas. I'd be looking forward to rock this Koala list because Koala. Definitely one of the more underwhelming leaders out of OP12. So good to see it get some spotlight in that tournament. Let's see. The other list that I want to look at in here for sure is the Luffy. This Luffy got top 16. Didn't make it out of the top 16. But starter deck 21 Luffy. This is an interesting list as well. Ooh. This Luffy playing one of my favorite cards, Wapple. I love this. Playing around with purple Katakuri right now. There was a purple Katakuri in the, I think it was Chile Treasure Cup or regional. I replied to their post on there, but there was a purple Katakuri that got top 32, Holler, if you want to look at that list. But this Wapple, I think this Wapple is so much fun. It's interesting to see it in this Luffy list, right? Because usually you see this Wapol in the PRB01 Sanji deck, right? Because you can give this guy rush and get his when attacking effect off right away. But going a little bit more on like the slower end, but that 2k power difference is so good, right? If you face an 8,000 power body and you swing into it, you can switch the power levels basically, make Wapol a 9,000 power character with that Dawn ×1 and +2, and make their character 6,000 power. Absolutely crazy. Yo, what's up, Manuel? How are you, friend? Good to see you. We'll get into the Zoro Sanji in a bit. I just saw that Eggman had posted these 6 events on his website, so I wanted to go check that out before we got going as people are coming in and stuff. But yeah, lots of regionals happened over the past weekend and treasure cups as well. The Frankie I think is cool. Nice Frankie 2K from OP11. When your opponent activates an event, all your characters gain plus 2,000 during this turn. Oh, so this is like the Gum Gum Giant counter, right? Like stuff like that. All of those. You got a couple lime juices in here, which I thought also was really interesting, right? Because you have the Sanji, right, saying that people can't activate blocker on that specific Straw Hat Crew character. You have so much unblockable in this deck. Oh my gosh. Look at that. I mean, you have Sanji, 4 copies of that, which make a Straw Hat character unblockable, which is a lot of different options. You have the Lime Juice to be able to negate Chum blockers from being able to announce blocker. And you have a couple copies of this unblockable Luffy. This deck is crazy. This deck is kind of cool, though. I like this deck. You got a lot of rush characters. There's 4, 6... what is 6 plus 2? 8, 12, 12, 14, technically 16 different rush cards in this deck. That's crazy. This is YouTube video, like deck profile shenanigans going on right here. I expect a lot of YouTube videos in the next couple days, like looking at this deck and trying it out on my timeline, like from YouTubers and stuff. Let's see. There was Calgara consistently in these top cuts, right? Calgara right here, multiple Calgaras, and then multiple... is this multiple Calgaras? This might just be one. The Mexico regionals. Oh, one Calgara. But still, one Calgara, and this Calgara actually got second place, chat. Fun fact. Calgara's second place. Pretty typical, I feel like, to what we expect in Calgara, right? Nothing too surprising in here. I feel like the most surprising thing is a couple copies of the Fire Fist Pistol Red Hawk. I mean, it's not overly surprising, but is a decent card, especially in the early game, to be able to KO different characters or just give you some counter power. Several counter events, 6 counter events in this deck, with the Earth Won't Lose as one of them as well, getting the upper yards, playing that. Pretty cool list. I like Calgara. I think Calgara is kind of cool. Definitely a neat one right there. I saw Buggy made top 8 as well. I did watch this deck a little bit. I watched it destroy the Blackbeard, and I was like, ah, yes, the matchup that goes absolutely crazy. 3 of these guys in here and 2 of the vanilla Buggies. You can't play the vanilla Buggy off of the Croc Mihawk, right? Yeah, because it's a 4 cost or less. This plays... Oh, this plays a 6 or less, so that's why you play the vanilla Buggy. I forgot it was 6. I thought it was 5 at first for some reason, but... No, you can play the Buggy. None of the Crocodile, which I think is interesting. The Crocodile that plays out a 5 cost. Usually, I think, paired up with this Dracul Mihawk for sure. Not because they can play out the Dracul Mihawk, but just be able to get another body on field, like the Moji, Kabaji, Alvida, the Buggy, right? A lot of different combos in here. Playset of Sanji's Peel Off and a Desert Spada. Desert Spada getting some spotlight. That's pretty cool in my opinion. Let's see. This is Baroque Works. So you can't actually find this off of the Mr. 3, right? Yeah, because it's a card including Baroque Works. So searchable. Not searchable off of the Cross Guild, because that only searches for Cross Guild type cards, which this is not. But pretty sweet, I'll say. Pretty sweet out of there. Let's see on these other regionals real quick before we get going. That's Card Fest. Card Fest, we've seen like all this stuff. I mean, if you follow Eggman and whatnot. Ooh, this is the LCQ. Did Eggman make a video on the LCQ decks? I have no idea, to be honest. Ooh, we got a Nami here that made it through. Ooh, playing the Vivi. Ooh, I like this list. What the heck? You got the Vivi in here, a playset of Vivis. I've been rocking the Vivis as of late. You got the Hiyori 2Ks as well, right? Land of Wano type leaders or characters gain 1,000 power during the turn. Trigger play this card. So this is a Wano type package, obviously. You can give the power up to Odin if you play it down, but it's only plus 1,000 power for the turn for 2 Dawn. So probably more so to either just set up a slave arrow later in the turn, or, you know, just a searchable Land of Wano card for the Yamato, right, as a nice 2K to be able to utilize. It's a pretty cool list. Pretty cool. 4 of Momonosuke is really nice as well. I guess this Momonosuke actually makes sense, right? Because especially when you play like different Land of Wano type cards. Does this have a condition other than Land of Wano? No. So you can put in the Odin, you can put in the Kiku, you can put in the Hiyori, right? Either of the Hiyoris or the Yamato, just to be able to set up. That's really cool. I like this deck. And Marshall D. Teach in that spotlight. 4 puddings. This seems like a lot of puddings, right? That seems like a lot of puddings. Let's see what else is in here. We got a Sanji here. I want to check out this Sanji. And I saw a pudding down there. We're going to have to zoom out on this. So this is a curious Sanji, playing both the Rosinante and the Jozu alongside the Kamazo. I usually don't see this combination of 3 cards all together. Usually I see, like, you know, you're playing the Rosie or Kamazo, or the Jozu and Kamazo, or the Jozu Rosie. You usually don't see all 3 of them, I feel like. You only see, like, 2 of the 3 at a time. Also playing a copy of Brochet Blow and 3000 Worlds. Cool cards. Like this. I like that everybody in Sanji is playing Gum Gum Rain over the whatchamacallit, the Gum Gum Jet Gatling. They basically do the same thing. Oh, is it really salty? Do a lot of blue yellow Namis play 4 of? I feel like I see like 2 or 3 at most. I feel like I've almost never seen 4. But if you say so, then I believe you. I believe you. I have been pretty busy lately, chat. I got some cool news that I can't disclose to you all yet happening this weekend. So my focus entirely the last 48 hours pretty much has been to this undisclosed thing that I'll tell you about later. But anyways, pudding. So we got a pudding list that made it through the LCQ at Card Fest. Cool stuff in here. Interesting not playing the 2-cost Katakuri, right? The 2-cost curry instead going for the 6-cost Katakuri. I guess this is nice because it does ramp you, and maybe you don't need the 2-cost Katakuri if you've got like enough ramping potential within the deck. Oops. What is this ramp? Oh yeah, you have to flip your life cards face up to be able to ramp. Every EU player good with a deck plays 4 ofs. You know what? That makes sense. And that's one of the things that I've said about One Piece, like when I first got into the game. Because like coming from Pokemon, it's very easy to play 1-ofs in decks because like you have, if anybody knows like Pokemon, like you have such aggressive deck search, draw, support engines, things of that nature. One Piece does not compare to that. So I always get a little iffy playing like 1-ofs. So I like seeing 4-ofs. I try to if I can, although my Rosinante deck Well, my Rosinante deck didn't play a ton of one-ofs. It really just played like 1 or 2, I think. Man, Pudding. Playing down the Linlin and Katakuri combo in the deck, as well as 10-drop Linlin. No 7-drop Linlin, but I guess like on 7/8, you're either playing Kuma, Katakuri, or this Katakuri like every single time. Like these probably just lead to much more value in the long term rather than the 7-drop Linlin. So pretty cool to see this deck as well. Hopefully it gets a little bit more of a spotlight in there. Let's see, is there any other lists that I want to maybe check out? This is Seville. Let's see. Ooh, there's a Lim in top 4 in Seville. What is this deck? Okay. All right. Nothing too crazy, I feel like, in here. I mean, we've seen the Bonnie in this deck, which I still thought was like really surprising, but especially with that synergy of the on-play effect, maybe that's just all the value that you need. You know, being able to like filter the hand. Scratchman of Pooh being in here is an interesting 2K. What's the 2K spread? Do you have a lot of 2Ks in here? You have 4, 2, 3, 3. That's not like a crazy amount of 2Ks, to be honest. That's what, like 12? Yeah. No yellow Kata in that Pudding deck. No yellow Kata. I think it's just, like I mentioned with the 7-drop Linlin. Oh my gosh, I'm hiccuping. Your value is just like, you're more focused on like ramping, which both of the Katakuris can get you to ramp, or Kuma just heals you a life. Nami doesn't draw that much, and she fits the deck more since you often smack hard with leader early, plus Nojiko for the early. I guess that makes sense for the Nami, right? Because like in theory with the leader effect, it gets you to draw, but it's not like you're drawing as much as Kuzan, right, from your effects. Like Pudding probably has way different percentages to find in Kuzan rather than Nami. So I guess in that sense, like if you think about it of how much the deck actually draws just raw off of like leader effect, because they weren't playing the Cavendish in their like 4-cost Cavendish because they're Land of Wano type build. So that actually makes sense on like what you would why you would run it as a 4 of instead of like a 2. Will your next tourney have PRB02 in it? It will. It will, Salty. So especially because Ranked Simulator does have PRB02 ranked, we're going to be playing the PRB02 ranked. And I need to pull up the sim on my end. So I love your guys' opinion on this, chat. I basically just took out the Sabos and put in the Zoros in replacement. I feel like the Zoro is like really good in the deck. But I'm not 100% sure on if that was the right replacement or if I should just like take out this Zoro in general. I feel like this Zoro is pretty good in the deck, right? Because you get that effect off to be able to swing into one of the characters on the field. But yeah, my next tournament, I'm playing in the October 12th Treasure Cup. Or is it a Treasure Cup? Or is it an online regional? I think it's an online regional, actually. So I'm playing in the October 12th online event. So gotta get prepping for it. I've basically got the deck put together outside of like the PRB02 cards, but I don't imagine anything from PRB02. Like I don't think that you really play this Luffy, and I mean this is just a rare, so I feel like it's pretty easy to get it going. Yeah, Austin, it is a regional. I was gonna say I have this like whiteboard up here where I've written down like all the different dates of things that I need to know. Like I'm in the October 12th regional, you know, I'm going to the LA regional on October 18th. I'm in the 25th online regional, and then I have all the Japan championships that happen in November because there's like 10,000 of them. And conveniently, I forgot to write regional or Treasure Cup or whatever on there. So, but yeah, got to get some practice in for that. I have really enjoyed this deck. Like I've been playing this deck a little bit on Sim during the day, and like I attended locals last night playing this deck. It's and plus the stream that we had the other day, this deck is a ton of fun. It is not easy by any means. I mean, when you're not like a top tier deck, there is little room for error to be able to get a win with this. It's a very technical deck, and there's a lot of creative lines that I think you can run with this. So I'll probably just start off with this, unless you guys say like, oh, Jake, take this card out or whatever, put more of these in or something like that. I pretty much just took Luca's list and changed it up a little bit because I don't know, that's just what I've been practicing up to this point. So I think I need to save this. Yeah, I'll actually save this without Luca's name so then I can differentiate. Let's put the Sabos back in for historical purposes on my end so I know. Let's see. I gotta boot up the rank sim. Yeah, wahoo! I am going to LA. I ended up getting in on the first wave of signups, so I'll be there. I'll be there, and I'll be playing Zoro Sanji. All right. Ooh, you're gonna play on Saturday, Zoro Sanji or UP Sanji? I don't know what to play in the Sabo spot. I think probably the Zoro is fine just to put in there. It's either like, I mean, unless you want to change like the identity of the deck, right? Because there is like a Supernova version that you can play, where I think that one is much more focused on like the 5-cost Smoker and like a lot of other Supernovas. But yeah, Luigi, the go second, maybe. Chad, do you want to go first or second with this deck? I've had an identity crisis lately of what I'd rather go. I feel like this hand's okay. Oh, he's just gonna play the law. Oh, did I not change the deck? I think I forgot to change the deck. That's fine. That's all right, chat. That's all right. I'll play out this game. I think I don't know if that's correct mulliganing. Yo, what's up, Tony? How are you, friend? The grinding's been good. Been having a little bit of fun. Trying to learn some today. I think I grabbed the Arlong because the Arlong's really good in this matchup. You prefer to go first to get Mihawk first? Is that like in general? I know some matchups are different than others. But do you feel like going first is better in general against like most other decks? Okay, there's the Boa. Reorganizing. He knows that I have the he knows that I have the one thing in hand. The Arlong, so he might have stacked his deck. What do I get rid of? The Nami? I think I get rid of Nami. End turn. Hi, Morticia. Let's see. Do I go like 2-1 here? He can't swing with leader. He's going to play something down. Maybe I'll just go ahead. I feel like this Sabo's probably pretty good. Let's just go 2-1. Ooh, the Marco. Oh, yeah, this is PRB02 format. Okay. What do I need to do here? I'm definitely using leader effect. If we attach one and attach one, we can like play Cavendish. We can play Cavendish and try to establish him on the field. I don't want this Boa to keep swinging. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead, swing. Let's just eat cards out of hand. I know he's probably going to be drawing first before he gives this up. But I feel like this is okay. All right, Morticia. I'm going to have to thank you. Because I'll just keep swinging at this. I'm just going to keep asking for... Oh! Oh, yeah, that was the Marco. I mean, he's probably got a 2K in hand. We go here and pass. So we probably try to protect him as we can and force him to have like some removal cards if he wants to get rid of both of these. If this is Grab Blade, though, that sucks for me. I can give a 1 for this, right? So this is Jozu. So he's playing Jozu, so I need to protect this. Probably here. I'll probably play Nami. Yeah, Jozu, pick up Cav. That's fine. We could do another Arlong. So if we swing, we can swing like 7 here again. So we need the 2, right? The 2 for the Nami. If we go 4 for the Arlong, here's 7 in leader. Okay. That works, I think. Nami only finds East Blue, so it has to be this. We go 6, pick up there. And then we go 7 lead. Do we do this and then pitch Cavendish? I feel like we want Cavendish. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead, pitch Cavendish. Leader can attack. Only have to worry about Jozu. Think the Law version is better into Zoro Rayleigh meta. Smoker Hody version is nice versus UP, but less consistent and worse versus more of the aggressive decks. Law's also good with Vanderdecken and Bonnie. Yeah, like Law's synergy in this deck is so nice. I absolutely love it. Oh, he might play this. I should have probably put him down. I feel like I need to put him down. Yeah, Cav can get bounced by the 4 Law, so like it's always better to just go with I think I'm okay taking this. Yeah, use trigger. Find Hachan in case I... No, I can't top deck a Vanderdecken. This is my 4th Vanderdecken. Probably just grab Hachan. Yeah, there's an Arlong. Oh, he did it twice. Oh, buddy. That was crazy. Huh. Well, the Sabo wouldn't have helped me if I played him on that turn then. We could potentially get like Mihawk here. I think we start out with this. That's not the right Mihawk that I was looking for. Vanderdecken's not Slash, so it has to be... It's probably just got to be this Mihawk. Do I just have to hard play an Arlong? I just have to hard play an Arlong. That feels so bad. I did have another Vanderdecken. I thought that was my 4th one. I definitely haven't looped yet. Probably go like this. Let's see, 4. I probably need to play the Sabo down, right? Yeah, I mean, we could just go 4 and 4 and... Well, we can pick up the Nami and then, like, Mihawk into Arlong. We still have another Arlong in hand. We don't have to use this effect. Maybe we'll do that. Pick up. No friendly targets. And we'll just go Mihawk into Arlong, not using the action, and then 4 for you. I guess I could have swung 7. I misdid the Dawn. Yo, Marty! I love the double attack Banish Yamato. Very aggro in this deck. Can you get that out pretty easily, though? The double attack Banish Yamato? Because is it searchable at all? But thank you so much for the $2 tip. Appreciate that, friend. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I can get rid of a Nami here, I think. Because there's going to be bigger swings coming in this turn. Go like Kuzaburo Koshiro here. Because I'll take this one. Or maybe I just take this one. This is a interesting situation. I think maybe I counter out of this one. I'm going to counter. He knows one of the cards. He knows 2 of the cards in my hand. Okay, he just went at face. That's fine. Red Rock stinks. I have a pretty high likelihood to find the 8-cost Mihawk, right? I did not, but I found this. Let's see. If I go 5... I can't use leader effect if I go both of these. Yeah, I'll show the list after the game. Yeah, VV is so good in this deck. Unfortunately, we have not had VV. So it's a little bit tougher. I feel like I need to swing with these guys here. So I feel like I can't play both of these. I can only play one of them. Which I could probably just play... I could like pick up Perona and go into Nami and then pick up Nami with leader effect. So if I go... If I just go 5 here... Just asking cards out of the hand. Crazy how they gave this deck Monet in EB03. I haven't seen... I mean, I've seen the Monet, but I don't know it off the top of my head. And I think I swing 7 into here. So then there's like 6 and 8 potentially. So go... Trafalgar Law, use card action... Pick this up, put this down. Do I grab a 2K off of this? I really want this, but... Oh, no. It has to be East Blue, so it has to be this. Yeah, that's right. So go in there. And then... we do this. Do you ever pick up this Mihawk? For another 2K? No, we have a couple 2Ks in hand. We could do this. And then we can swing 8 here. Can he counter out of this? Oh, we can. Okay. It's too much investment. Personally, board clear and play Arlong to prevent leader effect. I could see how I should have played Arlong. Yeah, because this Gravity Blade got me good here. Can we get out of this? I think we can for now. We go here and here. Oh, yeah, the Kuina 2 cost. I did see somebody posted a video. I think it was one of the Japanese videos that I usually watch. They posted a video about playing the thing. Okay, this is pretty good. If I go, so this would be 8 for the Mihawk. This would be another 4. I go 7 here. Stop leader effect swing. I could get mathed out, actually, with 0 cards in hand with the Teachin Sengoku. But I think it's my best shot. But if he has 2 1Ks, then it doesn't really matter. Sure. Can't do that. Ooh, he let it go. Then do this, use card action, stop. But yeah, I just get mathed out here because of the different swings. Ooh, Mihawk 2K is cool. Ah, Perfume Femur. I think I was in danger. I guess unless I swing here. Actually, I should have definitely blocked this. But this is way higher. So he just then, like, actually, wait, yeah. I should have definitely blocked. All right. So this was the second place list, chat, in the Zagreb regionals that were trying to practice. Definitely not good at it. Not going to sit here and say that I'm a great player by any means, but trying to get some practice in, trying to learn this deck because I think it's really fun. This is going to be the PRB02 list that we start trying. This is going to be the one that we start trying. Oh yeah, the Quina, it's like what it's a 2-cost you rest and then you give your leader 2 Dawn, right? So basically it's like a free leader effect. So it's one of those things that you can, like, honestly, if I can drop this, I would love it. This is cool, but I feel like a lot of times it bottom decks my best cards. Yeah, GG's. Q again. Oh, I gotta change this first. Wait, why is this one? Oh, because I'm not in Eastern. I have to do it in Eastern. Please paste the lobby code. Oops. There. Ooh, Pudding. I don't know how this is gonna go. I have VV here, and I'm going second. I feel like I mulligan this. I feel like I mulligan this. Do I? We'll keep. We'll see what happens. What's the reasoning besides playing Hachan? No, you play Hachan because Vanderdecken has to trash a Fishman card specifically to be able to use his effect. And so Hachan is a perfect candidate for that. And also, Hachan is an East Blue card. So also you can find it off that 2-drop Nami. And it's also slash, so you can find it off the 1-drop Perona. Is there a Discord link? Yeah, if you go in the description of the stream, if you go in the description, like a lot of other YouTube videos, you'll find it in there. I think I grabbed Mihawk. I grab Mihawk, play Vivi, use leader effect to pick up Vivi. That seems fine. And then Dracula Mihawk just applies pressure. Yeah, I think this is fine. Put Vivi up top. I don't know if that's correct. Blocker Kid isn't too bad here either. Blocker Kid. A blue-green Blocker Kid? Or just like the 8-cost kid? Just curious, are those your favorite colors? I don't know, Victor, but I have been really enjoying them. I won't sit here and say that they're my favorites, but I have been really enjoying it. It's been fun. Do I ever swing at this Katakuri? Do I ever just pivot using Dracula Mihawk to get rid of this guy? Because this guy will eventually go into, like, next turn, he can go into the other Katakuri that can ramp or eventually go into the ACOG. I feel like I got to play this guy now. Oh, no, he doesn't have... well, I can swing at him with... Wait. Okay, so he can't swing, but I can rest him and swing at him with leader. I think that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. So rest. We go 6 at this. Pick up Mihawk, restand. Blocker Kid ST12. Wait, what? Blocker Kid ST02. STO. Is that the SR? Yeah, there is a lot of searchers in this deck. Perona search plus card draw with Vivi plus Cap feels good. Yes. The Wombo combo is definitely like Vivi. I wish the Mihawks weren't so expensive. The illustration Mihawk is pretty cheap. I mean, I think it's still like a $5 card. Can we give them a Vivi here? I think we can just give them a Vivi. I think that's fine. Yeah. Because we really only need one Vivi because we're constantly going to be picking it up. Yeah, the promo is cheaper than the original. I would recommend getting... I mentioned it in my Market Watch video. You should definitely, if you want the Mihawks, get the illustration one. Because it's like almost $5 cheaper. Ooh, this is cool. I can play Vivi down. Oh, this changes a lot of things. So now I'm doing 5 pokes. And then... Actually, we have to play Law first. Yeah. So play Law, use card action, pick up, put down, draw cards. Now use leader effect to pick up Vivi, restand, and we'll go 6-5 again. Yeah, Marty, for sure, for sure. I need to reread the Kid SR from ST02 because, like, I know that with it, it's like, doesn't it restand at the end of turn or something like that? I think. It's been a long time since I've seen that card. Been a long, long time. Also, Nyler and Kaito, thank you so much for following over on Twitch. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Yeah, Pudding made it out of the LCQ. I would assume that this is probably a very, very similar list to what they were running. I can get rid of a card in hand. What card do I get rid of? I think I get rid of Nami. Do I care about this Kuma, chat? I should have free blocked. No, actually, I am getting some PRB02, but I'm having a special video that will probably open the box in the video, but I have a special fun video planned for my PRB02 box that I'm getting. I think you guys will like it. It's a fun one. It's not just like a regular unboxing. There are some stakes in it. Now this I just countered 2K, right? Countered 2K. And we never want to... Can I like KO this? Is that fine? Like, sure, they're going to heal a life, but, like, this is a body on the field that's very threatening. 7 cost, 7k attacker with 1 Dawn can restand at the end of turn. Swing first, leader ability, then add Dawn and swing again. Oh, yeah, because you don't have to swing with Dawn if it's a 7k. Oh, dang. Okay, Law going away is fine. So I want to get rid of this for sure. Do I just keep jamming? I might just keep jamming into them. I feel like I play Perona to look for something here. I almost want to just get rid of this Kuma. Like, I don't know if I care enough that they heal. You know? I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I don't know if that's correct, but I'm all right if they heal. Sure. I can go... I feel like I want to swing, like, 6s. What does Sanji get in PRB02? Yo, what's up, Kasune? It gets the 4-drop Zoro blocker, which I feel like is pretty good. I haven't, like, tested it really at all. This is the first game even with it, but I feel like it's pretty good. We definitely want to draw. Ooh, I could just do the Koshiro. The Koshiro blocker probably feels pretty good. But then I can't leader effect. I probably want to be aggressive. Right? I probably want to be aggressive, if anything. I'm going to go... probably Vivi's more important. Restand. I might have... I probably should have swung 6-7 right here. Oh, they could include Marco. Oh, Chad, I didn't even think about Marco. We should play Marco in this deck, right? Swing with Zoro Sanji, best him to... Oh, I could have done that. I could have done this to get rid of this guy. You're right. Oh, see, that's like kind of the plays that, like... Because a lot of times you won't think about, like, doing that because it's like, wait, you need this guy to attack on the field. But, like... It's those plays that, like, I need to start realizing a lot more. That's a cool one, Teddy. Yeah, 0 life now. 0 life. Zilch. And I have I actually don't have a ton of counter, but if he evolves this, he can't swing with it, which is fine. They might play like Linlin or something, but I think Linlin's fine. Because then you just swing 5 in here and I just counter 1. Yeah, we should think about the Marco. Is a great card in this deck. I believe it, Dom. I didn't even think about it. Would you play Marco? No, you don't play Marco over the Law. Do you just take out 5-drop Law and play Marco instead? Oh, he's playing this Katakuri. Oh, healing a Zeus. He has to have no counter in hand, right? Because you only put Zeus back if you have, like, no counter. I mean, he took a lot of swings. Is it ever Marco over Cavendish? Ooh, that's a good point. Do you play it over Cavendish? I feel like I want to save this. I would go 1, 2, 3. That feels really bad. But I can draw with Vivi, right? I maybe should have put away the Perona. But I kind of want to find a slash on Perona. Ooh, this pudding. This pudding is so good. There's that 8-drop cat. And now their board looks really gross. And they got to draw 2 cards. Cavendish is searchable with Perona and Marco is not. Well, I feel like... Hold on. Let me pull up the... maybe after this turn. I was going to say, the EBO3 list, and I know that's a little different because you add Kuina in there. I feel like I want to find Law. Law's pretty good. I can go Law, play Vivi. Yeah, I like this Law. I'm not worried about dying anytime soon. So I can go 7 with this guy. You would take out maybe Nami or Cavendish. I'd probably take out the Nami, if anything. He took that. That was weird. So then we go deploy, use card action, pick up Vanderdecken, play down the Vivi. We go... Do I ever swing 6 and play like Perona to look for a 2K? That might be a better idea. I'm going to do that. Pick up, restand. Then I'm going to try to look for a 2K. Bricks for bricks. Oh, yeah, that is true. You should go bricks for bricks. Maybe I don't swing this because he just free blocks. Punish him for not blocking prior. Okay, so Perona slash... Who do I get? Probably a 2K, right? I said I wanted a 2K. Grab... Maybe the Zoro. Or maybe we want Hachan. Because everything's active, right? And so we can use Vanderdecken to, like, KO something on the board if he, like, free blocks with this kata. 4-cost Zoro, 4-cost Luffy that rested on. I just don't think the 4-cost Luffy is probably needed in this deck. Ooh. This is KO 2 character. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But we can still do like this next turn. So I don't think I'm too worried right now. I don't think I'm worried yet. I can start getting worried soon, but not yet. He's trying to get this 2K out of my hand. I'll go 2-1 first, probably. Like 2-1. Okay. I have a lot of 2Ks in life. Holy smokes. I could go to 9, but then I can't use Vanderdecken. I'll take this one. Play. Find East Blue, which is nothing. Yeah, see, I'm up for taking out Nami. Yeah, Chad, let's take out Nami. Nothing's East Blue, right? Yeah, nothing's East Blue. You play 2 Odin, helps against removal decks. Odin's probably, like, pretty valid. So you have to play this Law, right? And we play Law to use Vanderdecken. To KO this. Do we ever, like, Law into Arlong? Pick up. I shouldn't have done this first. Shoot. Because of the blocking that he can do. I've made a mistake. I think we have to go with this play now. If that gets a 2K out of my hand. I'm going to go with this play and get punished for it. Then we go... I should have picked up Vanderdecken. Shoot. I should have picked up Vanderdecken there, because then because he free blocks here, right? No, he countered? Why are you countering? So now we go here. And then end turn. Yeah, like I should have, I don't know if 7 should have been the right thing to leader, but definitely picking up Vanderdecken to be able to bait the block. Can I get out of this? I can. Yeah, I can. I have to. Then this always blocks. He'll restand this. I don't like my odds. What is this? Oh, look at the top card of my deck. Probably just looking for like Cody Jones or something like that. So you always swing 7 here first. One of them is going to bait a block. So countering out of that, I have to use Vanderdecken? 5? 5. This would be 7. We could go 7. 9? It would have to be 7. We go like 7, 8. Not 8, 8. 7, 8, 8. 7, 8, 8. It's probably the better opportunity. Yeah, I got out of that. GG's. I don't need to play that out. I feel like I had a good start. I feel like I had a really good start. Definitely the play of not bringing back where is he? This guy. I should have brought back this guy every time. Swing 5 with Vanderdecken to bait the block. Well, he still like counters out, right? He still counters out. It doesn't necessarily change what that end result is. Oh, I was so close on having enough counter. Well, no, because he grabs a 2K and then he just counters out of one of the swings, right? Because I swing 8. Yeah, because that 2K would lead him to the win anyways. Okay. So let's look at the Marco. Any PRB02 cards in this deck? Yes, we currently have this Zoro in here, my lord. We currently have this Zoro in here, although we don't have anything else. But it is brought to my attention that Marco is just a broken card, and I agree with that. So I don't know if we put Marco in this deck. Could have gambled it and attached with Perona. Like, if I swung 5 with Vanderdecken, that's 3. And so I need to attach 3 more to swing with Perona. Doesn't he still get out of it, though? Doesn't he still get out of all the swings? Because he had the 1Ks in there. So he, like, because he had 2 1Ks that he pitched. So he 1Ks the first one, 1Ks the second one. Right? And then, like, I mean, I only have 2 swings left with the restand R-Long and the leader. So, like, he blocks one of them and then takes the life on the other one. And then I'm out of swings. So I think my play earlier in the game led me to that L. Would you ever? No, because Mihawk's searchable, right? Off of Marco. Where would you put this in? The candidates that I see putting this in are either here or here. Right? Because you want to go non-counter for non-counter probably, right? And so, like, the problem is, though, is that he is definitely not searchable at all. DMG would have been really good. DMG would have been really good. Yeah, there's also a conversation about going... oops, I forgot to hit green. Dead Man's Game in the deck. Marco over Mihawk. We can try Marco over Mihawk. I don't hate that. It's a broken card. It's a good card. I think Mihawk gets a lot of value, but I think that this guy in itself also has a lot of value. Take out Nami and a couple bricks. Don't D-rank Duval in this deck. Duval is interesting. Take out Nami. I'm okay with taking out Nami. I just don't know what we put in for Nami, right? Because Nami, I feel like, I know it's like what's the fallacy where it's like you always, you always think it happens, but it doesn't always happen. What's that? I can't remember it off the top of my head, but like, I feel like this Nami bottom decks everything that I want. You think 4 Vanderdecken is overkill? Yeah, it could. Especially because this is also not searchable, right? Because Nami doesn't find it, the Perona doesn't find it. Where's Smoker at? Smoker, well, no, it was more, let's save this first. This list, which got second place in one of the regionals this last weekend, was not in the list. So I don't think that Smoker is mandatory unless you were specifically playing like Supernova. Maybe you could say like can go back in, right? I think you would probably take out 5-cost Law and put in the Smoker. But 5-cost Law is really cool in this deck. Yeah, if we don't Vanderdecken, are we even gaming? What about Sugar? I like Sugar. I think Sugar's cool, but Sugar's only good for the on-play effect. Because the second effect on the opponent's turn doesn't work. 6-cost Luffy, or is he not the move? 6-cost Luffy. 6-cost Luffy. This one? We're doing PRB02, not OP13, Alonzo. This is definitely a good card in OP13. Not in PRB02, because that would be illegal. Nami for Pudding and 2-cost Beige blockers for cycling. So, like... maybe, like, go down 2 of those. So, are you guys thinking like this? Sugar's played in this deck, but OP13. Is it really? Yeah, Alonzo, the Luffy is OP13. Good idea, but too early. Good idea, but too early. You need 2 drops for leader effect. She picks up 2Ks mainly. I'd be all right with pitching Nami. He is not Slash. Is Duval Slash? What is Duval? No, he's Strike. No, he's not in PRB. Hody and Smoker are my endgame with this deck. Oh, yeah. Do we need to think about, like, DMG? I'm fine with not having... oops. I'm fine with not having... whatchamacallit? Hody in this deck. But Dead Man's Game... Do you ever just, like, drop 2 Capones? But then you shorten yourself. We've just shortened ourselves on a lot of 2 drops. So, like, our pickupable characters have shortened now. Because we're adding this card and this card. Right? 1 or 2 Dead Man's Game could be good. I could, honestly, like, go down to 1 because we have Perona Searcher. Right? I could see going down to 1 because we have this card. The event is very good for endgame. For sure. Morticia, you are so baby today. Well, you're always baby when I stream. Morticia, my cat, if you guys can see her. DMG does win games. DMG does win games. Do we even need this? Do we even need... No, this is a finable 2K. This is a pretty good 2K. Chad, how does this list look? Do we like it? What are things that we're thinking about changing? Is this guy required? This guy feels pretty good in this deck. Like, when I get this guy off, it feels great. I don't know if we need to play 5-cost Smoker until OP13. It does feel really good on curve. But if we So if my thing is, chat, if we take out a card for Smoker, it has to be this Law. Cat's the reason you show up for stream. She is fun. Carrot's also cool. Tashigi 2K instead of the East Blue one. Well, this is our only out to Buggy, right? I guess this then becomes like the least valuable 2K. I know, I really like the Zoro in the deck, Dr. Lossus. But I could see like Tashigi in here. For 2Ks. This is 6 or more rested cards. Yeah. Draw one, trash one. I just don't think I want to cut Law. She's definitely really good. It's just whatever fallacy is in my brain of making myself think that she's not good. Is Beige good is the objective? I don't know if Beige is that good. Because Beige, like, to be honest, it's cool in theory because it's a little chum blocker, but your chum blocker is right here. But even though it does have that draw, like, it's... How do you find this? Tashigi is not searchable, but it's a protection effect. So I don't think... A lot of our cards are green, right? Some of our more important cards are blue, but, like... This deck is fine not being searchable because plenty of decks can't find this but still play it anyway because of the protection effect. I don't think we should evaluate Tashigi on the fact that she's not searchable. It should be more on the fact of, does her removal effect come up enough to justify playing her? If you don't run Nami, you drop the Vanderdecken package and go for something else. What is the, let's go on, hold on. Let's go to One Piece Top Decks and get some ideas. Yeah, I'm in the boat of not needing Beige. Oh, this is the only Zoro Sanji list. We'll check gumgum.gg. So this is the Zoro Sanji list on One Piece Top Decks. 4-cost green Buggy gives double attack. It is East Blue. That could actually be kind of funny. Is that a non-counter card, though? It is. We would probably play that over what? Like Marco? We would have to play it over Marco. Yeah, I've heard a lot about the Supernovas package, which would take out our Vanderdecken. Gumgum.gg. Do they have lists? It should be East OP12, right? Zoro Sanji. Which one's this one? This was the second place regional, so that's this one right here, Fukuoka. Let's see what this is. Is this PRB legal? I don't think this is PRB legal. This is also like this, almost the same list. Yeah, this is like pretty much the same list. Supernova package is only good in OP13. I believe that. I mean, because you get that 4-drop Law, which is basically a Cavendish. So I go on either TCG Player, Sausa. That's personally what I do online. But if you're like not in North America, Card Market is very good for Europe, at least. Is very good for Europe, and I don't really know about like anywhere else in the world. Oh, I know Skepus is very, very good. I've been trying to watch more Skepus Zoro Sanji lately. I mean, I listen to him all the time in the Chinos Cups. The 6-cost double attack Luffy is broken in this deck. Isn't that the... That's in OP13. We're thinking about PRB02. But I agree, Sanji. Help cycle when you can be bricked up. That's true. I mean, the Beige can help cycle when you're bricked up. Yeah, I think Vanderdecken's really good. Like, literally KO anything. Yeah. Buggy is playable off the Mihawk. But I think with Buggy... Like, with Buggy, yeah, he's playable off of the Mihawk because he is Slash. But that means we have to get rid of Marco, right? So is Marco just, like, bait in this deck? You just kind of, like, min-max the number of 4 costs that you're playing off of Dracula Mihawk? I don't think you need to play Sugar until 13, Adam. Because, well, maybe... Is there justification to playing Sugar now because of this card? Probably not, right? Because, like, what decks play this card? Like, you play Sugar in 13 because Red, Blue, Ace, but because you play Ace, but Ace doesn't come out until 13. It's a solid card. You have enough draw. I could see having enough draw. Whitebeard Sanji? I've never heard of that. Yeah, Marco just doesn't see enough play until Ace comes out. Even though he's a very good card. Vanderdecken with Sugar is really funny. Oh, I agree. Yeah. I played the Rosinante deck with the Fishman. I know all about Sugar and... But Sugar doesn't work as well. Like, that combo doesn't work as well because the first effect, which is debatably the most important effect on Sugar, is leader locked. Sugar is very good into Shanks and Rayleigh. Well, I don't care about Shanks. I only care about Rayleigh. If I lose to Shanks, that's fine. Shanks is not a real deck. I'm just kidding. It is, chat. But in terms of the overall meta, I don't care about Shanks. Taking a loss to Shanks is fine. Rayleigh is the deck that I try to beat. If he wasn't a brick, maybe. I could be fine with not playing Marco. Because I do agree, like, we do have draw power in this. We have draw power in, where to go? This, right? We do have a good amount of draw. So maybe Marco's just, like, not worth it. Yeah, if I really wanted to beat Rayleigh, instead of Sugar, I would play the this one, Two Sword Style. I would play this over Sugar every time for the Rayleigh matchup. No, I know what Spiderweb does. Spiderweb restands a character and gives you 4K, right? But I feel like I don't have a lot of situations where, like, a counter event is needed. Yeah, Carrot's really good into Rayleigh. Carrot's pretty good. I think this card's pretty good into Rayleigh. But I don't know if it's enough to, like, really nail the matchup. This is also pretty nice into Rayleigh, just because you can say, all right, you can't play the unblockable. Is Carrot's freeze effect once per turn? No, it's not. Oh, that's really interesting, chat. Oh. That's pretty cool. Paradise Waterfall is good for Zoro. How is it good for Zoro, though? Because, like, if they initiate the swing into a character and you Paradise Waterfall to make it active, he's still swinging into the character, right? Oh, Law's definitely not bad. No way. There's no shot that Law is good, or that Law is bad. Law is good. You just have to build the deck around Law. It was proved this past weekend that Law is incredible in this deck. You just have to build around it. once you start going away from it, you know, like in the Supernova version or like in OP13, then it's like, okay, it's not good anymore. Slave Arrow's good against Zoro. Yeah, Slave Arrow's pretty good. I am not opening any PRB02 Raptor Jesus. I am not. But I am getting a box and I'm making a really cool video about PRB with a box of PRB. That's not just like an opening. I'm just buying singles out of PRB because it's going to be dirt cheap. If I was going to play a counter event not named Dead Man's Game, I would definitely play Slave Arrow. Because he can swing at a character. He can swing at a character and then I can say, "Okay, pick it back up." Well, the dude is like, I think he won Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds and like he's got trading card accolades up the wazoo. Like, he is just a crack trading card game player. Like, the dude just knows. He like understands card games to a crazy degree comparatively to probably any of us here in chat. No offense, chat. He probably understands card games just better than 99% of us in here. He's an incredible player. But we can learn from that. That's the big thing. Luna's probably, yeah, you know, maybe I would, Luna's expensive though for 3. But this is like specifically like Rayleigh stuff, right? Would I play Luna over Carrot? No, I don't think I'd play Don Krieg. Actually, would I play Don Krieg? Does it suck that the double attack is only with the Don ×1? Because your first swing never has double attack, right? He is searchable off East Blue. That is true. What if we like took out Law and played Don Krieg? I mean, Don Krieg is so good. Or Law is pretty good. But if we lost a little bit of the identity of Law, no, because we took out like 2 costs. Well, we took out 2 costs for Pudding and Tashigi. We can play Tashigi off of it. This card's kind of funny. I don't know if it's good, but it's funny. I think if I was going to play a brick, like a character attacking brick, I think it would be Smoker first choice every time. I feel like, yeah, we might be getting too deep in the weeds, my lord. Like, I feel like if I was going to add, like, a brick character, it would be Smoker. That would be the first one that I run. Let's see if I can find that tweet, because I don't know how to... I don't know his Twitter... I don't know his Twitter, like, off the top of my head. Here it is. Oops, that's the wrong screen. There we go. So this is the EBO1 or EBO3 list that I saw. I got to put chat away. Sorry, chat. You're going away for a second. Smoker over Buggy every day. Yeah, I think I would play Smoker over... I think I need to take out Buggy. I think Buggy is just cheese. I think I'd put in Smoker for Buggy if we want to go in that slot. I forgot that Buggy was in the deck. See, like this, I can think about playing Smoker and stuff like this. This is such a weird deck. Is Kawamatsu Fishman, chat? I don't know One Piece. I know he's Land of Wano. He's a Kaza 9. Is he Fishman? He would be like a... He would probably be Fishman Trade, not Fishman Pirates, right? Having more draws okay if you run less searchers. Yeah, you probably want to draw more than you search. Putting Smoker in the deck, chat, real quick. Ooh, he is. So he's searchable, or he's usable off of Vanderdecken. Interesting. Do we ever, like, factor that into our deck? Like, would we ever like take out the Zoro and play Kawamatsu? Just to like, or like let's just take out Pudding. Go like one more Vanderdecken. Maybe we go like a fourth Nami. Do we ever put this guy in to like always... Do we ever put him in over the Zoro just because we can, like, have more things? Yeah, Salty. The Kuina is really cool. Unfortunately, it's going to be a long time before we see it. Let's try it. I'm up for it. I'm up for trying it. Vanderdecken's used more in OP13. Do you think he's not used enough in 12 to, like, justify it? He's searchable off Perona. Able to be discarded off of Vanderdecken. It's more high-cost characters. I guess that makes sense, right? Because, like, Ace will pump out those 10-drop Newgates like crazy. Sabo always has super high costs with the blocker and the dragon. Emu, I think you just got to go really fast against Emu to be able to beat him. Because you can't get rid of his board. Zoro. Try to cheese? Vanderdecken's not that good into Rayleigh. That's fine. Because we have a lot of other good cards into Rayleigh. Right, like this card's really good into Rayleigh. This card's good into Rayleigh. This card's good into Rayleigh. Oh, yeah, Roger. Roger also playing, like, the promo and stuff like that. Bigger bodies. Well, I don't know, because you can find DMG on Perona, at least. Oh, is Emu already an 80-20 for you? I mean, I have no idea. I have not tested it. I have not tested anything OP13. I feel like he's probably viable because people are talking about him in 13. Yeah, I played the MU a couple times. Like, I've definitely played Vanderdecken to, like, get rid of Luffy. You know? Like, I've used Vanderdecken in the matchup before. I'm not saying that it's like that it's a terrible thing to use, but it doesn't feel great a lot of times. Like, Vanderdecken really feels good when I can guarantee that everything is going to leave the board on the turn. And he is just going to be stuck with leader. Yeah, Sugar's great for Marco, but Marco's not going to be played in PRB02 as much as he is in 13. The chances you whiff with Nami is still pretty high. We did take out the... I think we got to put in the... I think we got to put back in the... this guy. I think we got to keep this guy in. If we keep Nami in, we got to keep this guy in. I have enjoyed 8-cost Mihawk, but I think we can switch it if we want. I will agree with you, Max. I have liked Mihawk because he's enabled like some really cool plays. Like being able to Mihawk into this law is awesome on a 10-don turn. And be able to use leader effect, that's crazy. But I think if you want to take him out, I think you can find some justifications for it. I feel like we don't need Kawamatsu right now. I feel like we should take out Kawamatsu. I'd agree. Mihawk into law? Oh, Mihawk 8-cost into 5-cost, yes. Yeah, I mean, Kozaburo is like the only way that we can get rid of Buggy, right? And he's searchable. As much as I hate Nami, if we're going to keep her in the deck, then we need this. Over Tashigi for sure. So what do we slide in for Kawamatsu then, chat? We could go... What did we take out for... These, we took out one of this, and what was the other thing we took out? Oh, Sabos. Do we just like put Mihawks back in? I think Sabo 2K is pretty good. I mean, I like Sabo 2K. I just think sometimes it's hard to play him. Get a little protection there. So basically what we did is we cut one Vanderdecken and the Mihawks for Smoker and Dead Man's Game. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if PRB02 has, like... I think that this card is pretty good, but this is the only option that you can really play in the deck. And if you did it, you have to take out the Sabo, which is all your protection. He's not searchable. No, he's not searchable. He's not East Blue or Slash. This guy is searchable. Yeah, I would agree with that statement, Salty. I'm not like a very obvious, chat. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I'm not the best deck builder. But if I had to look at Luca's list, it is the spots that you can take out are like Mihawks, Sabos, and maybe trimming some of your 4 costs. Zoro blockers bait. You need to go aggro to 5 life to stand a chance. I could see that. Cruel. Cruel, thank you so much for following over on Twitch. Let's try this list out, chat. Let's try this out. Let's see how good the 5-cost Smoker feels. Let's see if the 5-cost Smoker, if we miss the Dracula Mihawk in replacement of 5-cost Smoker. Let's try it. Let's play more games. But yeah, appreciate everybody that's hanging out and vibing with us today. If you like the stream, make sure on YouTube hit the like button and subscribe. Second, Let's go second. I think this hand's fine. Is this hand fine? The mulligan percentages say like everything is like 50 plus. This just finds East Blue. That doesn't really help us find what we need. I'm going to mulligan. I don't know. Man, this hand. This hand is not... It was an amazing hand. Dang it. You guys think that was a really good hand? Lessons learned. Because I know you go into the Nami, right? Oh, this hand got a little bit better there. Find something off Nami to play turn 2. But what does Nami find? Nami finds Arlong. I forgot that this guy was East Blue. Never mind. The hand, yes. Okay, I understand now, chat. I could probably take this first one. Because I'm playing Cavendish next turn. Yeah, if I remembered that the... If I had remembered that Arlong grabbed East Blue, I probably would have kept the hand. That's on me, chat. That's on me. I'm going to play Cavendish because I don't think you really have a lot of removal for this. And I want this to have value. Okay. So you have 3 Dawn. Do you just like swing 9? No, Chopper. Swing 7. Do I go 2-1? Ooh. I don't think I can play Smoker right now. I'm going 6, 7, play Arlong. This is where the 2-drop Nami would have been really good because I would have loved to pick it up on this turn. Let's try it. What do we pitch? What's the worst card in our hand? Perona? You take out Mihawk in 30. You take out the 8-cost Mihawk. Yes. I am not going to restand. Because I'm going to play Arlong and trash the other Arlong. Do I trash the other Arlong? Yeah, I can set myself up to be able to Vivi next turn. Off of, like, Law, maybe? I can, like... Vivi into... No, I can't Vivi into Law. You need the Perona to pick up? I can't pick up the Perona, though. Why did I attach Dawn? Because he's a 6K leader, or are you talking about this one? I guess what I could have done is I could have, like, swung 6. Well, I can't use the... What is this? Oh, okay. I can't pick up the Perona. With leader effect, at least. I can only do it off Law. Or is that like what you're saying? Pick it up with Law. Okay. So this is where we play Law. No. We don't really have a good play for Law. If anything, we play Smoker. I see what you guys mean about the Perona now at this point. Yeah, like the Nami should have definitely... I should have kept the first hand first off. But yeah, finding like the early... Yeah, I should have kept that Perona. So now what's the play? Is the play just like Vivi? Yeah, like I needed to keep the Perona to play last turn by just swinging 6, so then I could play the Perona, pick it back up with Law, and then put Vivi down. Maybe I just swing 6. I can't restand this guy. I think I just have to swing like a single 6 and then just go bam, bam. Just draw 2 cards. Oh, I could swing 6. What I could do is I could go Vivi, draw 2, Smoker effect, swing 6, pick up Vivi, restand Arlong. Yeah, I forgot about the restand effect. And then go ahead, just swing Arlong. Okay. So there's the Vivi. So like next turn, 2K while we can. 2K Sabo. Yo, what's up, Napuru? 7. Do I want a 2K 1K out of this? I'm not a... Am I afraid of the 6-drop Luffy? I guess I could be afraid of the 6-drop Luffy. I'm going to go 2K 1K out of it. I know. That's the thing. That's like why I want to keep practicing with this, because it's so fun to play. Are you just going to rest this? Are you jamming into this right now? Shoot. They are. Maybe I should have taken the life. I didn't really think they were playing Dead Man's Game this turn, to be honest. No, nobody in chat has been toxic. I appreciate chat helping learn. Chat's been all right. Chat's been good. Chat's been good. I am always up for discussion. Oh, man, you're... Oh, okay, swing into that? Yeah, I think I have to let Arlong go. Because now you have to swing... So that's what, 8, 9? Oh, now I can't get out of it. Yeah, shoot. I should have taken the early life. I should have taken the life in case he... no, that's... What is I going to know that he was going to do that, though? That's the problem. Do I just go like Nami into Law to play Vivi? Like if I'm Arlong. No, I don't have enough Dawn for that play. Use card action, pick up, put down. I can Vanderdeck and kill the Sanji Pudding because he doesn't have any other Sanji Puddings out. And I have Hachan in hand. I could just leave one Dawn open. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Actually, do I need to leave one Dawn open? I don't think I need to leave one Dawn open. I can pick up Vivi. I think I need to pick up Vivi out of the two of them. Although I think Vanderdecken's fine. Take out the Sanji Pudding because he hasn't had a Sanji Pudding yet. Pick up the Vivi. No restand. Green Helmeppo work in this deck? OP12 Green Helmeppo. Probably not, right? That's like the 4-cost slash blocker that has like an on-KO effect. I don't think so. He could have Oh, I guess, yeah. Like he could have instead of going for the characters just gone at face. That's a good point. He could have just done that. But now he like swings these 7s here. So this is like 7. I think I counter out of the first one. And then I might just, like, take these other two, probably. I can swing the Law, leave one Dawn open. But he could just have another Dead Man's Game. Probably not, right? Play Nami, grab. Would Arlong be good? It's either Arlong or Koshiro. I probably grab the Koshiro. I don't know about that play. Don't think you always need to pick up. It's good to leave out there, especially if you're not running removal. Well, I'm worried about the 4-cost Law. Like, that's why I picked up the Vivi. Because if they just play 4-cost Law right now, then they have like a bajillion swings into the Vivi, and then I lose my draw. Yo, what's up, Raleigh? I wish I could go to Peoria. I'm not going to Peoria, though. I'm going to take this one because he has no more swings left because he played the Sanji Pudding this turn. Okay, Law's pretty nice. I could have also blocked and 2K'd out of it. But I can go Law. I can go like swing here. I can go Law into. I can't Vanderdecken. I pick up Vanderdecken, play Vivi, and then potentially play Vanderdecken to get rid of this. If I find a 2K. Do I swing 7? I think I swing 7, try to ask for 2Ks and or Gum Gum Giant. Okay, you just let it go. Go here, use card action, pick up Vanderdecken, play Vivi, draw 2. Still none of that. I can't hard play Vivi again. I can swing 1, pick up Vivi, just to have another counter in hand. Play Koshiro, restand blocker. That feels weird. And then I have 1 up for Dead Man's Game. Because I feel like I'm going to need Dead Man's Game here. Arlong trigger in life would be sweet. Oh, he did have another Dead Man's Game. Okay. The good news is I have a lot of cards in hand. The bad news is he has 8 Dawn to work with. I do have 1 blocker. What if he doubled Dead Man's Game? If he doubled Dead Man's Game, GG's, buddy. So I get rid of my only 2K here. He probably has the Rush Luffy. Right? He definitely has the Rush Luffy. And I think unless it's a 2K, I can't get out of the swings. Right? Because that's 8. So it would be an 8-7-7. There's Rush Luffy. There's 7. So if this has counter, I win. So I think... And if he tries to go for board, I can save it. So I go here, here, here. If he tries to switch it up and go to a law, I can keep one of the laws alive. They said, well played. Okay. No! Oh, man. If he just went for it, he won. If he just went... No, I have a blocker. Never mind. Yeah, I always win. There. Just kidding. Cool. I need to remember about my blockers. I'm too busy thinking about how my leader has blocker. And that's just not true. Why not take the block there? Because I want him to go for game. What up, Casey? I want him to try to go for it. Like, utilizing the Luffy effect and restanding. That's what I want. But I guess, like, blocking leads to the same thing. I won this matchup yet. I think I keep this hand. I think this hand's pretty good. I am going first. Maybe this hand's not that good. I feel like I keep this hand, Chad. Would you keep this hand? Question for you all. I'm either playing Nami or Mihawk next turn, and it's looking like... I don't want to play Mihawk into Arlong when his leader is active. So I feel like what I'm doing is I'm swinging 6 and playing Nami. I guess I could have played Nami and picked up Nami, but... Ugh. I guess probably be like this. Incredible hand. If I go first, I like Perona instead of Nami. I agree with that, Manuel. I agree with that. No Vivian, no Searcher for Vivi, so no. Interesting idea. I'm going to take this because I want that. It's pretty good. So, would you guys Mihawk Arlong or Mihawk Cavendish right here? You're doing this effect? Oh, I guess you get an active, but... I think I'm going to Mihawk Cavendish and then restand Cavendish and hope they don't have Gum Gum Lightning. Yeah, but my only forecast is this Arlong, and do I want to save this Arlong for... do I want to save this Arlong for when I freeze his leader? And then, yeah, I think we just swing 7. Arlong dies if you don't block. So, like, I would have to, on 3 Dawn, I would, next turn I play Arlong or Cat or Smoker? Probably Arlong, right? Save it for a Beer Luffy turn? Oh, yeah, you're right, Sage. I could do that. Because if he plays, yeah, if he plays this, now I play Arlong. So then he can't, like, maximize... probably this. I don't want to take... I'm going to take 1 swing here. Vivi. Dang. I'm competing for board right here, right? Swing here? You giving me a card? Do I definitely play Arlong. I think I'm picking up the Mihawk. So this would be 1. This would be for Mihawk. This would be for leader. I can play Perona. That seems fine. Drop this. Drop Smoker. Smoker, Arlong pitches Cavendish. Establish Smoker for the Banish Swing. I guess I could have done that. I feel like the Arlong is just really good right here, so I need to play that. Use 2K out of that? All right, give me all the cards in your hand, buddy. This would be... Pick up, restand. And then I can play Arlong again. Do I just play Arlong again? Ooh, maybe I play Arlong again. I'm going to do that. Swing. Give me 2 more 2Ks. And then I go here into here. Use the action to do this. And then I go here. I find Law Shambles. Use Vanderdecken to KO the Luffy. Right? Or maybe I should have grabbed the 2K. That's probably fine. Yo, good night, Dr. Losses. Thank you so much for being here. What is this? Gains double attack? Do I Vanderdecken this guy? I got to use Vanderdecken on this guy, right? It has to be on this guy. It cannot be anything else but this. I need a chum blocker. Take life. So now I have to swing into this and try to kill it. Maybe find a Koshiro for this. This guy. Okay, so I think we always swing 7 with Cavendish first. A lot of 2Ks. Getting rid of Zoro. That's not a chum blocker, but go like another. Let's see. This would be 5. This is for leader. This would be for Koshiro in theory. Well, I can. Oh, I can just pick Vanderdecken back up, but then I have to find another Fishman. I could just do that. I could just Law Shambles this into Vanderdecken, KO that. I guess the double attack doesn't matter anymore because I'm at 1 life. That is true. That is a good point. I have a lot of 2Ks in hand. I have a ton of 2Ks in hand. So that's 5 for Law. 1 here for leader. I could just go 2. Try to swing at this more. No, I'm going Vanderdecken. So now it has to be 2 for leader, 1 for Arlong to go like 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Deploy, use card action, pick up Perona or Mihawk. Maybe I pick up Mihawk. No, I kind of want a 1K. Play Vanderdecken, use effect, KO Luffy. Seven. You guys think pick up Mihawk? Maybe I'll pick up Mihawk off leader effect. Oh, no. Nothing. And I think 7. Pick up Mihawk. Just grab. Just do this. Pick up Perona. Mihawk can swing. Vander, you mean? I just kind of wanted the extra counter in hand in case he tries to compete for board. You know? Does that make sense, Jekyll? Thank you, Luigi. I'm trying my best. I'm not going to ever admit to be Great. We could just, like, win next turn, though. Because he has no life. He just gave me a giant. Oh, that's pretty good in this, right? Just rest Law. Oh, he's got another one. All right, that's fine. This does the same thing. I guess he wants the draw. But I have a lot of counter in hand again. I can get out of these swings. This would be what? 11-12? This would be 11-12. Do I ask him to go for it? Does he have anything that powers up? I can get out of 12. And I kind of want him to hard commit to it. Yeah. You know what? Sure. Find another 2K. If it's a Luffy, always think of Gum Gum Giant. Well, like, I kind of want him to go in, because I think even with Gum Gum Giant, I can still win, because he's not competing for board. Even though I just bottom decked my Dead Man's Game, which Perona would have found. He is not. So I'm just 2, 4, 6, 8. GG. He had some bricks in hand for sure. So yeah. He didn't have Gum Gum Giant anyways. Even Rush Sanji, like, I'm not worried about Rush Sanji because what? That's 7 Dawn. So then he would have had no Dawn for leader because he only had 7 more Dawn. And that would have actually been easier to get out of. Oh, it's definitely possible, like, with how aggressive you can be. Like, you can definitely beat out bad matchups just literally because of how fast you are. You can't grab DMG. You can't grab DMG off of the Nami because it is it's not East Blue. I can't find it. But Nami only grabs East Blue. Yo, what up, Junes B? How are you? Welcome on in. Also, Cam and Junes B, thank you so much for following on Twitch. Appreciate it. Yeah, if this could find Straw Hat cards, absolutely. But that's not the fact of the matter. I miss 8 cost Mihawk, but this deck is also working. I think it's doing good, but to be honest, it's not that much different than what Luca was running. It's not that much different. Oh, no. Perona would have found it, but it didn't. I go second. Yes. This is a fine hand. This is a fine hand. I can play Perona, or I can play Koshi. I could play, like, Koshiro into Mihawk, not use leader effect, and just have Koshiro there to block for the Arlong. Keep. Good luck, have fun. Ooh. I can play Vivi the turn after, though. So I think I just go here and end. I don't think I play Perona yet. Kuina is going to be really interesting in this deck. I don't know how much better of a position it puts it in, but it does mean that you can use your leader effect more often, which is awesome. Right? What do I pitch off Arlong? Do I just take this life and hope that the life plus draw gives me something for Arlong? Well, she's just not a Straw Hat in that specific moment of the anime. I don't want to pitch Law. I have 2 Laws. I can pitch 2 Laws. That's fine. I think I just go 6, no effects, and just Mihawk into Arlong. And then I have no swings to worry about. Actually, wait. No, if my plan is to go Mihawk into Arlong, do I ever play Perona instead of Koshiro? Because he's not going to swing at Arlong if I play Arlong and use Arlong effect, right? Because, like, what's he going to do? Swing the Nami at it? So, actually, do I not need, then, this Koshiro? Should this always have been a Perona? Leader effect to keep Arlong active? So, you're saying I should have picked up Dracula Mihawk. I kind of want to swing with Dracula Mihawk next turn. I want to do, like, some poke damage. I can shambles... Honestly, I could shambles Mihawk now into Law. Well, I'm at 6, so I can't shambles, but I can get several pokes in. Oh, we got this, so... I'm definitely shambles this into Vivi. Right? Swing 6 to start. We're doing a lot of pokes. See Dead Man's Game next turn and swing out Arlong? He might. I could have done 5 lead and played Perona if my goal was not... Actually, yeah, that probably would have been a better idea. Because if my goal was never to use the leader effect and keep this guy on the field, then I should have, yeah, swung 5 while he was a 5K leader, used Perona to find something, right? We go card action, pick up, play down, draw cards. Get Arlong back up. We're just asking for cards out of the hand. We know he has Dead Man's Game, so there's like a reason to maybe like not swing Arlong, but I feel like I want to be aggressive, reminding me of my green-yellow Law days. So this is 8 into Arlong. I definitely get out of this, right? 2K, 1K? 2K, 1K? Nah, sure. It's really fun, Gray. But I'll be honest, it's difficult. It is not an easy deck to play. There are crazy lines in here that, especially for me, I'm not used to. So it's difficult. It is not an easy deck. But once you like figure it out and you start seeing the lines, it is so fun. It is so good. I love it. Yeah, I think he took 2 of the swings. I'll take this one. Cav? Do I just like play Arlong next turn and say leader once again cannot swing? I can go like Arlong into Cav. I would have 5 in hand, so then I could play Vivi and then shambles up Vivi. That's 4, 3, 1. Yeah, sure. So we go Arlong, use action here, can attack. Oh, wait, no, we play the Vivi now. Okay, there's pretty good draws. Then we go 6 lead, pick up Vivi, pick up Arlong. I think because I'm not swinging at this Sanji Pudding, I don't want to go for game yet. How did you do that with the Dawn? Oh, yeah, you right-click. Chat, if you want to space out your Dawn like this, you just right-click the Dawn. It's super helpful. Swing. Are you on Smoker on this list or Cavendish? Both. I am playing both of them, E. A second Dead Man's Game. He just gave me 2 Dead Man's Game. That's crazy. Seven at face. 2K, 1K? 2K, 1K? Sure. I want to keep this for Vanderdecken if I can. What is this, 5? Wait, what'd you tap? Oh, Sanji Pudding. Duh. Does Vanderdecken even do anything at this point, though? I kind of wish I had the cap, but... Yeah, Vivi is... I need Vivi in this game. I'm gonna go 2-1. Yeah, it's definitely like you need to be very precise with this deck. It is not an easy deck to just play. I think I start out with Vivi. Vanderdecken. Do I use Vanderdecken here? I think I do. Okay, so we swing... What are the swings? There's 7 here. We could just swing 6. No, swing 7. Swing 7, Shambles. There's 2 for Vanderdecken. We can go 7, 8 here to KO this. Maybe we go for board now. Or do we just keep going at face? I think... Let's go Zoro. Because it's the same, pretty much, right? Thunder Bagua. Seven again? I would love to get rid of both of these on this turn. I don't know how viable that is, though. Oh, okay, you let it go. Seven, pick up. He took. We go 8? No, he definitely has Dead Man's Game. Or Gum Gum Giant, right? I'll go 8. Well, I can't double Vanderdecken because I don't have 2 Fishmen. If I had 2 Fishmen, then maybe, yeah, I would just continuously go at face. But not at this point. What if he doesn't have any counter in hand, chat? It is so interesting, DJ. I love this leader. It is so fun to play, but it's not straightforward at all. It is not straightforward at all. It is difficult to play. There's the giant. Ooh, got rid of that Luffy. I love seeing that Luffy go away. Oops, almost played the wrong guy. End turn. Now, I have to remember I have 2 blockers. Unless he plays Dead Man's Game. But he already pitched 2, so like am I too worried about a 3rd Dead Man's Game right now? Take one of the R... Oh, I guess I could have taken one of the Arlongs on board. I could have done that. You're right. Nami. What does Nami find? Usohachi, so he has a 2K in hand? He's got to have a ton of counter in hand. Okay, now he's going for board. You only have like 2 swings, right? So if I just 2-1 out of the first one, I can block with Koshiro on the second one with this. I just give him Koshiro now, right? No, I think this would be 7. Do I ever need to think about, like, blocking these Namis? Probably not. No, because he's got to leave Dawn open for game. Okay, there's that. We knew that was there. restand. Do I Vivi draw? I think it depends on how he, like, does. If he plays, like, a counter event here, maybe I go a little bit more aggressive and not use the counter draw. Or the Vivi draw. Oh. I think he's bricked up, chat. I think I'm going to go aggressive. I'm going to go 9-10. 9-11? 10-10? I'm going to go 10-10. I'm going to force him to have the counter events. There's Bagua. There's another card. Okay, there's 10. So he's getting out of this. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I should have done Nami. There's the Luffy. He didn't give me a 2K there, so I think the 6... Yeah, I'm just going to end. 10 forces an awkward giant. I think... Am I able to get out of this? 6 puts 2 up, so he can. But then it's all small swings if he plays the 6-drop Luffy, and I think I can get out of that. I think the only reason that even with Dead Man's Game right here, yeah, rest those two, but I have 2K, 1K, 1K. Nah, maybe I'm cooked. Maybe I'm dead. No, because I just, well, if he has the Luffy, maybe 2K, 1K. You need to have the Luffy. That's pretty good if you have the Luffy. Oh, he's just going to swing 8. Counter? No! I think I lose! Oh, dang it. Oh, dang it. How do I get out? Can I get out of that? No, right? I would have to take the first swing. The problem is, though, that I need him to, like I need this to be a 1K, and I need to force him to have it. Right? I think that was the best play, because then if I take the first life, I'm at 1 life left and 8,000 in hand. He just, like, jams all this Dawn on these two guys. I know he couldn't restand the Luffy. You just counter the swing before Luffy, right? Well, what my thing is he had 8 Dawn in total. Or no, 7. He had 7 Dawn. So, like, if I take the first swing, I get a brick. I still only have 8 in hand. And then what's to stop him from just splitting these 2 Dawn in hand to just swing with these 2, right? That's what I'm saying. So, like, at least with countering out of this swing, I could take both of these, and, like, he still has to have this. That's what I'm saying. Do you get what I mean? I know that he can't restand the Luffy, but, like, just the Luffy and 1 Dawn gets him there. No, he doesn't split the Dawn with the Nami. He splits it between these 2. He splits it between these 2, chat. I'm not worried about the Namis. I might have accidentally glossed over them. But, like, if I take this one, I go down to 1 life. I still only have 8,000 in hand, right? He has 7 active Dawn. He just, like, attaches 1 or 2, swings 9, and then he swings He swings over 10 with the second one, and then it leads to the same result. You know, because even if this was, I guess he would have to swing 8 for me to get out of that. But even then, if he only attaches one Dawn, then he can still play this Luffy and like swing 7. You know, he had to bank on me not being able to counter out of the 6K swing, which I could not, because that was another 2K. I think there was a lot of ways where that could go where I lose. But I think this card right here needed to have counter. I think if I get counter, I'm good. You know? Yeah, like what I'm saying is, yeah, like I could have potentially countered out of one of these swings, but it depends on how he changes up his Dawn. Because if I don't counter out of this one, he could just jam really big and not worry about this. Because I only have 4 cards in hand. Yeah, like if this card was a 1K, I think I'm fine. In most scenarios. But since it was Dead Man's Game, maybe I should have... No, I should never play as if Dead Man's Game is my last life. I should never play that way. That's never right. I feel like we should put back in the 8-cost Mihawk. Well, I don't know if I've optimally played the times that I've had Smoker. You know what I mean, Chatteroonies? Second? 2, 4, 6. This is a matchup I didn't know that I'd run into. Ooh. Okay, so this is even more different. I think I just always play this. I guess maybe you're right. With all the non-counter that I do play, maybe I shouldn't play as if that has counter, right? No, I'm gonna need one for Arlong. I have one for Arlong. I don't think I ever leader effect because there's no swing out of Arlong this upcoming turn. Do you have an event? Do I ever like just not swing at Sugar until I have a developed board? Is that like ever an option? Oh. I didn't think you'd play that. And I think the next 2 turns, I'm just going like double Smoker. If I played the 0-cost event, I think I'd play it over Dead Man's Game. Right? Because even though Dead Man's Game is like a huge... It would either be that or Smoker. Because I need to take out counter cards. Okay. I could just do a lot of pokes. Do you have something that'll rest my leader? Yeah, maybe I just never swing. I'm trying to be aggro right now. But don't rest leader? Oh, adding a Dawn. I think I'm just going like back-to-back turns of Smoker. think I still do this. Even though it doesn't do anything. Just so I can get another swing in. But Kaiju Kraken, what's good? Hope you're having a good day, friend. I know, this deck is like super cool. Sugar. It's definitely super interesting. I think I have to bleed cards out of their hand. So 8 into there. I'll counter out. Arlong probably dies though, right? That's fine. I think I want them to swing there. Sure. I'm going to 8, which means that I can Vivi Smoker. Vivi draw. Now I can't do the other smoker effect, but do I compete for board? I'll compete for board. Because I don't want you to add cards to your hand, right? I want to force you to block, maybe. What is this? Okay. Dang, that really stinks. Restand. I'm not swinging a smoker again. I just like play smoker and pass. There's no reason to swing the smoker again because it can't do anything. Do I ever like Dead Man's Game next turn? That feels good. I wonder if I Dead Man's Game next turn and like Vivi draw. Is this Rosie? No, Pedro. So you get 1 Dawn back at end of turn. So you have 3. Yeah, I wonder if I just Dead Man's Game 2 of these. And just like swing the banish. Just go restand 1. 7. How does triple banish sound? Okay. I think I can always attach 1 and at least swing 5. Okay, that's just search. And the banish, which that's a pretty good card. And then I'm trying to play Vivi. So Vivi draw, shambles it. 1 for the smoker. This has to be 1 for me. I can go like 6 with smoker. Vivi draw. Pick up restand. Can you get out of this? You probably can, right? Yeah. Ooh. Let me have this in hand for next turn for that. But this could go sideways pretty fast because this guy exists. I'm not too worried about these two. Because Smoker's is 7, and I have a good amount of counter in hand. but only 3 cards to work with. And they just pitched one of their blockers, which I'll rest this at the beginning of the next turn. This will be like my mini Dead Man's Game. Yeah, I'm not too worried. Why didn't you restand the other smoker? Is Hell's Judgment... Yeah, it's -3 on both of them, so they were the same. Like, I guess I could have restood this one. I guess actually it did matter, because this already had a Dawn on it. I could have restood this one and attached 2 there. I think I was getting overconfident. I think I just need to get rid of Vivi. I should have definitely done that. I should have definitely done that, chat. Two. Now you have to add a ton of Dawn and swing. Ooh, that's a problem. But if you swing 8 at this, I can get out of it. Didn't even swing. I think I Vivi draw first. No, I always rest this first, right? Because he always blocks here. Shoot. Yeah, I always play Zoro right here just to rest this, because now you can get like this back. Yeah, that's a huge mistake. Because he always blocks here, right? I should have definitely played this. He's not doing that. I guess that's like almost the same thing. Rest. I'll pick up Zoro again. I think I just need 1. I mean, you can't have that much in hand, right? Although, wait, does another Hell's Judgment get him there? Oh, okay, that works. I think I just like play Vivi and pass, right? Play Vivi, maybe a 2-drop, pass. Because I don't think... I think I'll be okay. This would force him to block, but then leave everything open. If I swung 5 or 6. Yo, what up, Green? I think I'm just going to do that. And then keep my smoker as active. Just pass. I've got the Zoro in hand to be able to rest this once again. I mean, it's this 1 card, right? He only has 1 card in hand. He has to, like, go for game here. I think he actually can go hit game. Yeah, I think he actually can hit game. Oh. Yeah, no way I got out of this one. I should have probably... should I have swung the 6? If I swing the 6, I guess it's 1 less swing, right? So it gives me a better odd to, like, get out of it. So, yeah, it was probably right. It was probably right to swing 6 and not have this floating Dawn. Just swing everything with this guy. I guess he's worried about, like, a counter event. Just went to Toronto a couple weeks ago picking the game. Happy how you did, deciding on a leader for OP13 for a regional in December. That's awesome, Greener. That's so sick. I think, oops, actually, wait. Can I cancel this? Leave match. I accidentally hit, I didn't hit PRB02 Q. Well, I had to get out of that turn. It's not that Vivi would have won me the game. Oh, this is another weird game. I can play Vivi turn 2 to draw cards. This really banks on Vivi like drawing into something to play in the previous turn. We keep. I'm going to personally, I think, place either Sabo or Zoro Sanji in OP13. Those are the two decks that I'm thinking about. We just go a little 5. Oh, this is the top 3 from OP08. Draw, pass. I've got Smoker for next turn. I can Smokers Shambles up Vivi. Yo, nice, Marty. Scared for my fellow Sugar player, but they pulled it out. Yeah, if I had DMG, that would have been interesting. Yeah, if I swing 6, I kill the blocker, which is 1 less swing, which puts me in a much better position. Unfortunately, with the bricks, I think I just, like, lose, but that's fine. Oh, I could law into... What could I law into? Is law even worth it? Because I can't play Vivi. Maybe it's better to just go Smoker here and establish. Force them to have, like, a Zeus or something. Do I not do Vivi? Maybe I don't do Vivi and wait for Law. And just, like, hope they don't have a KO effect. I'm going to do that. I have nothing to restand, so no need, right? All right, punished. That's the punish immediately. Maybe I should have done that because they Hiyori'd exactly something on the top. Yeah, that probably was always the better play. Okay. Now at least I can Perona into a Shambles. Yo, what up, Kibi? How are you? What's good? We are learning. I do have this, which is good to put down. I'm not really worried on pressure at this point. But he could just KO this. I think it's fine. 2. I can set 1 Dawn active for leader effect. Oh, so now I can play Nami and Shambles it. Okay. That's interesting. Give me cards out of this hand. I feel like this card's going to put in work. Ursa and Fanboy. Thank you so much for following over on Twitch. Appreciate it. Ooh, nice. Got that out of the hand. That's a good card to get out. So go this. Grab Arlong. Arlong's probably pretty good. Well, that's an activate main. I've got plenty of 2Ks. Maybe I'll grab Arlong. I don't know if that's right. Pick up Nami, restand Smoker, and then I get another 7K swing in. So I bet he blocks in 2Ks out of the second Smoker swing. Right? Ooh, 2K ace. Banish. You have to, well, maybe you don't block 2K because you just gave me a 2K for that. It could have maybe blocked 1K'd and then, well, no, because, Ooh, nice. Got a baby out of there, too. It's pretty good. Smoker's putting in work. Wait, no, maybe Smoker's justified in this deck. Maybe we do like Smoker. Okay. So I got a lot of cards in hand. What am I doing next turn? Next turn, I am probably using Trafalgar Law. I'm going to be at 9. So next turn, I'm probably using... I can go Trafalgar Law into Arlong and Leader Effect if Smoker lives. That sounds pretty good. I'm going to try that. We're going to try to do that. And we get to draw off Cavendish. Seems pretty good. Yo, good luck in Toronto, Greener. Start practicing. Get some games in. Run some ranked. Okay, Luffy. Okay, this is going to get rid of the Cavendish. This is what I was worried about. But it's still, Smoker is untouched. Because I'll just counter out of this, right? I'll just go 2K. Maybe I get rid of Vanderdecken. Vanderdecken's not needed, I don't think. Right? Oh my gosh. 2K, 2K. Sure. But I still have Banish. And now I have Banish without. Ooh, I could Shambles into Vivi. That seems pretty good. Banish? Emu's pretty good. Like, if you're looking at 7-3 with Lucci's really nice right now in this format. Congrats. I have to Law first. Put down, draw cards, Smoker effect, swing here, pick up Vivi, restand Smoker. I think maybe this first swing should have gone here. What am I discarding off of Arlong? Nami? Or maybe Perona. No, I kind of like the slash stuff. Because I would love to Law next turn. Maybe I'll just try to bleed cards. Bait for UP if you murder their Sanji plays. Emu Mirror, Ace, Green Zoro. I don't know if you can find a deck, though, that beats all three, because then if you did, it would be the best deck in format. You know? Maybe I go Koshiro. Yeah, because Koshiro just kind of dies, so... Yo, good luck at work, Luigi. Hope you have a good day. But yeah, you have to decide which deck in the triangle of those three that you want to lose to. Or that you can lose to, I guess is what is a better way to put it. Who just did that? Ursa, thank you so much for using your Twitch Prime, your free Twitch Prime that you can use once a month if you've connected your Amazon Prime to your Twitch account to use on your favorite streamer. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure. Because what's the triangle again, chat? Is it Emu loses to Zoro? I can't remember, to be honest. I think I'm using Perona to start. Well, I think what I'm doing is swinging 7 first. 7. I'm still really healthy. With the McDonald's promo? Oh, like the new Sabo? Is that what you're talking about? McDonald's promo? No, that's not a McDonald's promo. You're thinking of something else I'm not sure about. I have to attach one at least to swing with Arlong. So sure, just give me cards. I almost kind of wish that I kept the Koshiro. No, the Koshiro is fine to get rid of. Yo, Niblo, congrats on your 2-1. Okay, deploy. Shambles. Nice. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's just the best card to get, to be honest. Restand? Because then I can go here to there to... I don't think I have anything else that I really want to play. I guess I could go Nami and try to look for something. Or Perona. No, I kind of like leaving that one open. I think I like more just going 7, pick up, restand, and then just swinging 9. Just try to get him to block. He's going to have like no cards in hand. And I have 2 big blockers on the field. So he took the life. So you have to... You're either 2K, 1K to go to 1 card in hand, or yeah, blocking. That's fine. Egghead Luffy, 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1K counter, end of turn. Flip a face-up life card and restand this character. That seems pretty okay. 9 Mom, Radical Beam, Giant is cracked. Oh, yeah. In Red Purple Luffy. Sanji is favored into Emu and Zoro. Might have a chance with Ace once 2 cost Kuina drops. I think also, J2, is like, you could maybe beat Ace if you just go really fast. Right? Like, before they can set up, because you have a bunch of, like, 6K bodies, if you just set up really fast and you just zip, zap, zoom, I think you'll be all right. I 2-1 out of this first one. His blockers are 5, so I don't think Zoro's needed. I'd rather just have the search. You don't have to pitch card, right? Yeah, you just put an ace down. Zeus gets rid of a law. That's fine. Because that means you played out a 2K and you have a 1K in hand. So I know that this is a Sabo. I 2-1 out of this as well, right? 2-1. And I just 2-1 again. Maybe I should have kept the 1. Oh, I wish I had the Zoro now. I can just, like, math them out, right? Seven. I just swing, like, a ton of 7s. You have no blockers, right? GG's. Gain a life every turn. You can only get rid of it with effects. I feel like I cooked that game. But I feel like maybe, especially with the banish swings, like it's just a good matchup. Because he has to hit stuff off of his leader effect, or else like the whole game plan doesn't work. Only if they don't see double Ezo early. Oh, are you talking about Zoro? Or no, the ace. Yeah, the ace. Double Ezo early? Well, because the Ezo searches. So I guess, yeah, Ezo would really help out the game plan. I know. Where's my, like, gold Zoro Sanji leader? It can't go fast enough to outrun Ace's pseudo ramp of 8 cost event into 10 beard. I know that 8 cost event is so good. That 8 cost event is so good. It's crazy that, like, you can play that OP13 10 drop 10 beard and just absolutely, like, attach 2 Dawn to a character and leader. Like, you can attach to Yamato, you can attach to leader. You can swing like 8/8 after playing a 10 drop on your 8 Dawn turn. That's insane. Yeah, Smoker is getting its value, that's for sure. Can't enter room. Oh. If they hit Ace, they should ban the event. I don't think they need to ban Ace, though, because if they ban Ace, then, like, Emu and Zoro skyrockets, right? It's not like Ace. It's not that I think Ace is gatekeeping enough decks in the format, because there's 3 really good decks, and they spin in a circle of which ones are the best. And whoever's the best is like whoever the previous best was, because of the triangle. Please wait for a private lobby. No, not the leader. Yeah, the event. But, like, what I'm saying is, like, I don't think we need a ban at all. Oh, this is bad, isn't it? Like, this is really bad. Second. Cavendish is pretty okay as long as he doesn't get rid of it right away. Keep the hand. Okay, Lafitte. Get rid of Burgess. Did not. Oh, no, he did Black Hole. End turn. Without Emu in the set, Ace wouldn't be so dominant. Is that true, though? Because Ace is pretty good, like, regardless. $2K. You drew into Kuzan. Yeah, I don't think you got what it takes to KO. So, play pass. I don't like the triangle meta. It's weird because, like, I see both ways of people who, oh yeah, play the trigger. I whiffed. I hate this Nami card, chat. Can we take this out? I hate this Nami card. I hate this Nami card. I want to take it out so bad. I want to take it out so bad. You have to find... Okay, cool. So Cavendish is going to stick. I probably go into Arlong, right? He let me use on play effects. I shambles here, right? Or I like... What do I law into? I don't know if I need to law. Do I just play down another Cavendish? Do I just go like Nami? No, I want to use layer. I think I use Arlong, to be honest. I think I'm playing Arlong. I don't know. Chat, would you have played that or no? He is containing his hand. I think I'm going to R-long. Just minimize the swings that are coming in. Pitch Nami. Does triangle mean you need to get lucky with matchups to top? No. You need to have, in a triangle meta chat, you need to have really good predictions on what you're expecting, right? Because in a triangle meta, there are 3 decks, but more than likely 2 of them are going to be the ones that are primarily in the tournament, right? The BDIF of that format and the counter to that BDIF. And so, yeah, this is a 2K out of that. And so the way that you do that is correctly picking, correctly picking the 2 that you think are good and can win. That's how you get out of like a triangle meta in a sense. I have to go at Doc Q, right? Like Doc Q cannot stay. I just like play Perona to pick it back up, right? I forgot. I should have played Nami. Oh, no. Frick, dude. I should have played Nami instead. Frick. Dang, that was terrible. That was absolutely terrible, chat. Well, at least if Doc Q doesn't say, I can swing into this. There's no, I don't think there's a Fishman 2 cost searcher. There's only Cammy, I believe. Perona into Law into Nami? I don't think that would have worked because I was black holed. Unless you were saying, like, play out all 3 of those just blandly. Which, I mean, I think now I have to play Law. Well, Ursa, I don't fully believe that it's better for the state of the game. It's just if you preferred, it's all opinionated. Right? Like, if you prefer to have a more triangular meta to better evaluate, then yes, it is better for the game. But if you prefer to have a variety of matchups, like I like having a wide open format personally, because I like facing a variety of decks. What am I doing here? He's going to go to 10 Dawn and just shut down Law, right? And then just not Shambles. KO Van Augur. Why did I play this Nami down? I didn't need to play the Nami down if it's going to get KO'd by Blackbeard anyways. Yeah, that was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. If anything, I should have just active this. I've crashed out. I've crashed out. I guess, like, if I leave this Nami on the field, then it forces him to maybe think about KOing this and not the Law. Whereas right now, Law just, like, dies. And he's not. Oh, because he played My Era, so he's not playing this. Okay. But he's going to get rid of it anyway. Where's our restand event chat? That's a big guy. We have to swing at this. What if I just like 7 here or 8? What if I just 7? What if I just 6 Perona here, 7 in there if it doesn't die, and then just like play Arlong? It'd be 6 here first, right? Then just hope that there's no, like, something that can minus Arlong. Well, this also works. I played this game really bad. Because how do I get past this? I can't use Vanderdecken to KO that. I can KO this. No, I can't. I have to have Trafalgar Law. If this is Gianni's list, then he has no more 10 drops, right? I mean, he's already played 3. So you'd have to have a 4th one. So I think I always go 5. Maybe I just play out bodies? I think I can only play the Law. And I can't swing 12, so he just free blocks. Okay. Found Kuzan. He's digging. Well, I think he can math out just with all these swings. I don't think it actually matters. Ugh. Because Law goes down here. Boop. GG's. GG's. Oh. Yeah, like the conversation of like what's better, is it like a triangular format or like a diverse format, is really just, in my opinion, like a matter of preference in my 7 years of playing card games. Because I've experienced plenty of both, and I think it really just comes down to what you prefer. Because I think most people, what they think is better is just whatever they prefer. Hoping to see Blue Dofi return to the meta. I mean, he gets that PRB02 Jinbei, which is really cool. Niblo. You can like start running him in PRB02 format. It's a pretty cool card. Yeah, like I'm not gonna say you're wrong. Because I think there is validity on being able to like evaluate meta games and make meta predictions, because I do think that is a skill in trading card games in preparation for tournaments, is like being able to correctly evaluate a meta and pick either a counter or just like whatever the correct pick is. I have to wait for a private lobby. So it's like, it's not that you're wrong, it's that the answer, the answer is whatever you think it is. And that just varies on person to person. Like, personally, I don't know if it's healthier to... I don't know if it's healthier... Oh, dang, I got kicked out. I don't know if it's healthier to have a more diverse meta like OP12 or to have a triangular meta in OP13. But I think... I don't know. Like, maybe... I don't know. Maybe... I don't even know what I prefer, to be honest. Because, like, with Rosinante, when I played it at the LCQ... it hurt me to have a diverse format because even though I beat all the green decks, I lose to UP Luffy, and I just unfortunately got put in a bracket of UP Luffy, right? So, but if it was a more triangular meta where the top 3 decks are Rayleigh, Zoro, Bonnie, let's say, hypothetically, then my pick would have been cracked, right? Because I would have 9 times out of 10 probably faced those in the tournament. But also, I personally don't like playing the same matchup 1,000 times. I like playing a variety of decks. So there's that side as well. So it's like it's weird, and it's just one of those things about card games. But I know plenty of people that are like top pro players across a couple different games. Dang, this is an abysmal matchup according to OP Bounty. I think this hand's pretty good, so keep. Perona, find a slash. I have Mihawk. Mihawk can play Vivi, right? And I can just pick up Vivi. They can pick up Zoro. No, but that doesn't really stop. Because if he plays... No, he can't play Lucky Roo next turn. What's the best thing to grab here? I'm going to say another Vivi. No. I'm going to say Zoro. I'm going to say Zoro. Final answer. I think I'm going to go into Mihawk Vivi next turn. But... yeah, I don't know. Green-blue Dofi for OP14 would be legit. I think it'd be interesting. Like, I think the 7 Warlords of the Sea set could be really interesting in terms of its leaders, right? Because Dofi's had 2 leaders before. Crocodile's had 3 leaders, actually. Yeah, he's had 3 leaders. Boa's had some leaders. I don't think I care about the Suta. So, leader effect. Skill check. And I just go into Vivi and draw. Ooh, no, maybe it was better to just hard play Vivi. Well, no, I have another Vivi now. I think it was always better to not do this, but shoot. Yeah. I think that was a mistake. I think playing the Mihawk was bad, but at least, well, I can play Smoker on 5, which is pretty pog. Maybe I play Smoker on 5 and just play a little bit longer of a game. So I'm just like, yeah, I'll take this life. I just like swing 2 5s, ask for the leader effect. I think I'm going to do this. And I'm going to set 1 Dawn as active and swing 5, ask for a card. I play a different deck hour to hour. It's like, I like playing a variety of matchups because I think that's what's fun in card games a lot of times, but I can very much understand in a tournament how that is just not fun. I think I need to keep this guy alive. Okay, there's this guy. I'm not trying to remove that guy, so... Ooh, actually... I don't think he minuses there. So, I'm definitely playing Law because the world is telling me to play Law. I think I just start out with 7. Let's go 5. Okay, so that's fine. 5... 1, put that on leader. I have 2 Dawn left. I could play like Nami and then shambles up to swing again. It's probably not an awful idea. Just do some searching. Because he's going to swing at this Smoker next turn. There's no way he doesn't, right? Oh, Vivi doesn't work here. I think it has to be Nami. Ooh, Arlong's pretty good for next turn, right? It's the only option I can grab anyways. So. And then 6 at lead. I could go like a 5 at lead. I could go 5, 6, 6. I could have maybe done Perona. That might have actually been better because I have a lot of non-counter right now. Or I could pick up the Mihawk. No, I think I always pick up Nami. Oh, wait. I haven't done this yet. Oh, use Perona? Or maybe I use Perona. I'm going to use Perona. It might just be better to go 7, but I kind of want to potentially find like a 2K. Okay. We have to get some kind of green Dofi soon. Birdcage is block 2 and GP Dofi block 1. That is true. Oh, he can KO this. Oh, and the law. I didn't think about this play. So, yeah, now Smoker goes to a 3 against a 7. Oh, it's dead. Unless I give up my whole hand. Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's bad. Shoot. I could give up like my whole hand and then shambles with law. Force this swing to go here. No, because I probably just want to counter out of this swing. Right? Yeah, I think that's what I have to do. I go to 9. There's no good way to play both of these. Hody would be really good in this matchup. Is it ever worth pitching all the cards? This would be 3 cards that I have to pitch. It has to be 3 cards. So I don't think that's worth it, though. So maybe I just let it go. And then he's going to swing this at Mihawk, right? And I give him Mihawk every time. You can Mihawk into Arlong next turn. No, I can't, because I mean, I guess I could, then I couldn't leader effect, but maybe that's just worth it. Right? But then I don't get any pressure whatsoever. Maybe that's fine, though, because I'm still at 3 life. Maybe that's fine just to say leader effect. Because you always swing this 5. Right? Because you want him to either give you a card. Even if I don't plan on swinging anything. Yeah. Like, I just ask him to be able to make that move. I think I, like, go in and play the Nami. Nami finds this. And then Arlong negates this. Yeah, because this is only leaders. I could see how Carrot could be very valuable in this matchup. Hand dumping if you have Vivi. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I was thinking that I could hand dump this turn. Because there's going to be a 7 and an 8, which I can get out of one of them pretty easily. There's potentially a 12 also coming. I'm okay with dumping in this upcoming turn because I have another law that I can shambles into Vivi. Okay. To 1. I don't think I need that Zoro. This only really sucks if he plays another Rayleigh. Right? Take. Trigger. Arlong. I'll go down to 1. I can tell how this matchup is potentially abysmal. There's no more swings unless he plays a 10 drop, right? But Rayleigh is what's really good. Prox and Infamous, thank you so much for following over on Twitch. Oh, not swinging. Okay. Is that intentional? Everything's -1. So this is 5. So this would be 6. I think it's okay to go... I think it's okay to go 6. Because that means he has to give a card or take a life. 2K. I am cool with swinging 7 with lead, picking up restanding, because now I can law and do some stuff. I can't draw with Vivi, though. But that's okay, because I think I do Perona and I try to play like another character. Or, well, that would be 5, so it's only that. This is a 3. Isn't used leader effect yet. So I think I'm only swinging with this guy left. Just playing Perona for a slash. Sure. Hachan. Ooh, or I could grab Dead Man's Game. Dead Man's Game doesn't really help me in this scenario right now, though. So I think I just try to cycle it. And then we just swing bigger. Ten Shanks, Lance, Hody. Oh, yeah. Ten Shanks into Hody is probably pretty good. Because then you can swing 7 twice with a rusher guy. That seems pretty all right. Okay. Didn't use leader effect at all in the turn? Oh, no, he did. Okay, so Arlong's going down in this turn. For sure, right? If he swings at Arlong, it dies. I need to get out of some cards in hand, but he always starts with Law. Oh, he's swinging at lead. Okay, well, this is a easy way to get rid of cards. 3 at 5. Block 1K. Right? Ben Beckman gets rid of another Law. Okay. Dang, my whole board is gone. 2K, no. I don't have enough. I mean, I do have enough, but... Yeah, I think I need to try to find Ben Beckman. Right? Yeah, he just, like, stars me at this point. So Vivi has to be played, right? No Vanderdecken. Have I seen I've seen Vanderdecken on searches, not in my hand. Because Vanderdecken can be crazy right here. I feel like I go Arlong this turn. That leaves me 3 options. He's a 3 right now. I could go 5. That just commands leader effect. That might be okay. I mean, it's better than nothing. Force the leader effect. But if he leader effects, then I can't, like, I can restand him, but it, like, doesn't do anything. Pick up Vivi, restand. Yeah, Decken would be really nice here, because then I don't have to deal with this body specifically. Because this body is what the big problem is. Oh! You just got everything, don't you? Use card action. Oh, no, I trashed the wrong thing! I meant to trash Cavendish, chat. That's a rip. That's a GG's. Scoop them up, go home. tragic. 9. Yeah, I dropped the Vivi, so I have to take this. Yeah. Ooh. Not going to help. Don't let that Uta swing. No, that happens to me a lot on Sim. Like, especially when I was playing Rosinante with, like, trying to block with leader, but also, like, using the 2-cost Rosinante effect. I could have, yeah. That's always tough. GG's. Dang, that's tough. Oh, he had, like, oh, no more counter. Could have swung 5 with Mihawk, 5 with Perona, leader effect, put back Mihawk to play Mihawk into Arlong with 5 another Perona. Yeah, I could have done that. I think I was cooked either way, but I could have done that. 2K in life, but no counter here. My opponent is saying, I thought you had the deck, and I was like, I wish I did. No, I just kept bottoming him. Yeah, the problem with this deck is, like, when you need Vanderdecken, you have to just find him. You have to just find him. All right. I think that's going to be all for me today, chat. I'm going to go get ready to eat some dinner and also plan for my next video. I've got some big news coming in this weekend, chat. I can't tell you about it yet, but I do have big news coming. So be ready for that. We will stream again on Thursday. I will continue grinding this deck, trying to learn. Bottom decking. Yeah, he's a bottom decking for sure. Chat, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you enjoyed all that stuff. I don't think he's bait because I think he's really good. It's just unfortunate when you need him and you can't find him. He's the last airbender. When the world needed him most, he vanished. All right, chat. See you guys later. See you guys on Thursday. Thank you so much to everyone who's following over on Twitch. Asheroth, thank you so much for following right then and there. See your little notification up there. I will see you guys on Thursday, same time, same place. Bye. Oh, no. So ranked, you can do East or PRB02 or OP13. Your choice. Want to answer that question for you. I'm DePro before I left. You can play any of those 3 formats right now. I just wanted to play PRB02. All right. Now